Hello everyone! Today we're gonna have the first episode of Robotech Battlecry. We're gonna be playing through this game in its entirety. And I hope I do a good job at it because I never finished it and I really haven't played it before. Here we go, booby trap. BF1A. Obviously Jack, because the main character is Jack Archer, or Jack the Giant Killer Archer.
My name is Jack Archer, and I'm a pilot of the Robotech Defense Force. I was born just before the global war. My parents died soon after the war began, so I had to learn how to survive on my own. Sometimes I wonder what kind of person I might have been if things were different. It's one of my darkest fears. If you took the war out of me, would there be anything left? The global war had been going on for a long time. All the experienced pilots were dead. My government was desperate, and the draftees started getting younger and younger. I needed a way to escape all that misery on the ground, so I didn't mind much when I got drafted. Flight training came easy to me. It was like I was meant to be a pilot. They said I had a rare talent, but somehow I didn't see it that way. After a few years, the government dissolved. I became a mercenary, hiring out to any nation that could afford me. I didn't care, just so long as I stayed up in the clouds where I could forget about all the troubles down on Earth. The war ended in a single day. All it took was a miracle. A gigantic alien spaceship broke through hyperspace on a collision course with the Earth and crashed into a small island in the South Pacific called Macross Island. The leaders of the world's nations called a ceasefire and assembled the most brilliant minds of the time to examine the spaceship and assess the possible threat of alien invasion. The evidence they found pointed to a highly advanced civilization with technology far beyond what we had on Earth. Something the scientists called robotechnology. But there was an even greater discovery. The scientists found a supply of protoculture aboard the ship. A new and nearly inexhaustible energy source used to power the alien machines. The spaceship was some kind of advanced warship, bristling with powerful weaponry. They called it the Super Dimension Fortress, or the SDF-1 for short. They began rebuilding the ship as they unlocked the secrets of robotechnology. After the arrival of the SDF-1, work kind of dried up for a while. With the war over, no one wanted to hire mercenaries. The world was at peace for the first time I can remember. And I was starting to get used to the idea. Those were happy times. I had been living in Macross City, helping to rebuild the SDF-1. I was just getting used to my new life when Roy Fokker, the legendary Skull leader himself, recognized me as I was getting off work. We had met a few times during the war. Sometimes I was on his side, and sometimes I flew against him. Over the years, we ended up forming a friendship. He told me he needed pilots to join a new military outfit called the Robotech Defense Force. Roy said they had some new kind of high-performance fighter that could beat anything I ever flew. They called it a Veritech. I made Roy prove it to me, fighter to fighter. Why did the military need a transforming fighter? It was well known that the aliens were warriors, but there was one detail that was kept from the public. In a top-secret debriefing, we were informed that evidence from the crash indicated the aliens were 40-foot-tall giants. The RDF developed the Veritech fighter to fight the aliens on their own terms. It would mean the difference between survival and extinction. After my training, I was stationed with the carrier Prometheus on Macross Island. On the day the final construction of the SDF-1 was completed, the entire city prepared to celebrate. That was when the Zentraedi arrived. The SDF-1 belonged to them, and they were determined to take it back.
We are under attack by alien invaders in Sector 412. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. All forces proceed in battle formation.
Well, boys, you heard her. This is the real thing. Destroy all targets. We've got to cut them off before they reach Macross City. I'm on my way, Roy. Wolf Squadron, move to intercept invaders at Zone 428. Traffic's pretty heavy out here, so break formation, but try to keep each other covered.
And here we go. This part of the game reminds me of Ace Combat, which is a really great arcade flight game. If you've never played the Ace Combat series, you should. I love the fact that they made this game. It still looks amazing, even if it's an original Xbox title. I believe it was also on PS1 or PS2. But don't quote me on that, because I never owned any of those systems. So here we are. We got our basic maneuvering, tilt left, tilt right, boost. And you can do this because it's awesome. I need to find a target before I get shot. Alright, here we go, come on. There we go. And unlike Robotech the Macro Saga HD edition, here we do have the barrage missiles. Now I just need to stop missing. Which is a problem all on itself. But Jack may be an ace pilot, I'm not. So this level is pretty much this. You're just shooting enemies down until the game decides you've had enough, or they've had enough. How many times can you punch a Zentraedi until they've had enough? I don't know. Then again, they're warriors, so they won't stop fighting. And they won't die because they're mad enough. Probably not. Whoa. I think I took a hit there. Come on. Yeah. Serves that one, right? Despite its age, the game controls really well. It's a pleasure to play so far. I miss these days when games were actually complete and fun. Next target, let's go. So all in all, it feels like I'm playing the anime in a way, or at least that's how it feels to me. And the cel-shaded graphics just look amazing. And you can see it's not super high def, but it looks good. Might be the nostalgia goggles, might be that I'm just a fan of Robotech, but hey, it looks great. I have no complaints about it.
Yeah, not bad for a rookie. Stay glued to that radar. This island is still crawling can. We've got more enemy readings in your area.
All right.
We're heading for those Sea Sergeant helicopters. Get out there and intercept them. I'm on it.
A friend of mine once said that including helicopters in games was great because they blow up in a very dramatic fashion.
We're under heavy fire.
Why are you under heavy fire? Where are you? I guess that's them? Yep, I believe that's them. My aim is terrible at an angle. But it's okay. Got that one. Oh, you won't escape me. You may run, but you'll only die tired. I'm real glad there's no friendly fire. I fire those missiles very, negligently.
Skull leader to crew. You guys head back to the Prometheus. I've got some business to take care of in town.
SDF-1 control to Wolf Squadron. As soon as you are refueled and rearmed, proceed to Macross City to defend assigned sectors.
Alright, well that's first mission complete. Gonna save the game. I have some saves from a very long time ago, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, and then we'll continue. So I'll probably go one video per mission. And as such, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Cheers.